this is for agency owners, digital agency owners, people who own marketing companies, people that are engaged to help others grow their organizations. If you don't know me, I've done this for 2 decades. I've launched 3 marketing companies. First one was Third Rail back in 2005 with a gentleman named Dennis Gray. We had the Kansas City market locked up in terms of real estate development marketing. A really cool opportunity. D. Gray and I were talking this weekend, and so we're gonna get to lunch. We're gonna get together soon. Doing that allowed me to go to another company and launch another marketing organization called Enhanced Marketing Solutions, EMS. That organization is 18 years old now. Wow, very old. I launched in 2007. Theoretically, actually launched live in front of a group of people at a national convention in 2008 in February. I was nervous as hell. I had developed a system that's still working right now that served tens of thousands of opportunities across the board over that period of time, again in the real estate space. And then DeFactory. DeFactory's been around for a decade. We celebrated our decade anniversary back in January. And helping agency owners, as I like to say, wasn't on the bingo card. It wasn't one of those things that I saw as something that I was going to be doing. But a lot of times the things that you're called to do end up becoming the most important. And I did a challenge in April. It was called Love Your Agency Again Challenge. My hypothesis was I wanted to get a small group of agency owners together. I wanted to force them to focus because a lot of us have attention issues. We have a lot of stimuli going on in our businesses. And I wanted to give them a safe framework and space to go identify the number one thing, the value assassin in their company. And taking apart all the things that I've learned as a certified exit planning advisor, as an accredited value builder, all of these different modalities smashed together with a couple decades of agency ownership to create a framework that would allow people to go do good work. It was amazing. We had a phenomenal time. We had 7 participants in it. And so I decided to do it again. And the next cohort kicks off on the 24th of this month. So that's 2 weeks from Thursday. I've decided to make it 5 weeks instead of 6. We looked at all the feedback. I think we had a 9.5 NPS, Net Promoter Score, for the cohort 1. And basically it's going to be tighter and better and designed to get you the results that you want in a quicker and more tangible format, I would say. There's a couple of improvements as well. So I had decided midway through the challenge to throw an accountability partner into the challenge, and we're doing that from the get-go. Because that was a piece of feedback, is that a lot of people liked having that accountability partner, somebody that they could work with that understood what they were going through. And it wasn't necessarily me, it wasn't the bigger group, it was one person. And that's actually been really cool. The feedback was that people wish that we had a little bit bigger emphasis on that. And so we are gonna have a bigger emphasis on that. So my promise is in 35 days, the people that participate in the cohort that actually do the work, that show up, that are engaged, will identify the number one value assassin. They will know that it is the thing they should work on. Mathematically, they're going to have a score and be confident that that is the thing that they should work on. They're going to develop a rhythm of developing plays that you put into a playbook. This is just life skills that you're going to be able to carry forward. But for this challenge, you're going to figure out what's the concept of a playbook. If you've never had one for your company, you're going to leave here with a couple plays in it that you've developed. They're things that you can pull out in different scenarios in life down the future, in your personal life, dust them off and apply them, and then get feedback. So we're going to be using a lot of the lean startup methodology coming back from my startup a decade ago. And we're going to then get feedback on that, and then you're going to have a cornerstone project where you actually present to the class. And then you get 90 days of support afterwards. So it's designed to be this just kind of rocket booster that comes in and helps you get off a high center, do so with confidence, and do so in a small group setting. So if that sounds interesting to you, just hit me up, send me a message, do whatever. And we got 2 participants now, so it means we've got room for 8 more. And I'm excited to see who those 8 are. See ya.